Hey everyone, and welcome to the Enchanted Escape Pod. I'm Vanessa, and I am joined by my incredible husband, Lucas.
Hi everybody, this is episode 1, and today we are introducing ourselves and talking top 3 and bottom 3 rides at Disney.
So, since this is our very first episode of the Enchanted Escape Pod, we want to take a minute to talk about who we are and how we got here to sitting at our kitchen table and recording a Disney podcast. So it all started back in 2021?
2022. Yeah.
Where we looked at each other and said, we need a vacation. And we said, where should we go? And we just started browsing on the computer for destinations.
We were going to go to the beach or something more relaxing.
Yeah. And then I think, was it you or me that said?
I think it was me.
Yeah. What about Disney World? And I think at first I said...
No.
Disney World? Why would we go to Disney World? I haven't been since I was a kid. But then we thought more about it, and we thought, well, it could be fun. We're both foodies. We're like, oh, there's a bunch of cool restaurants. And
it had been some time since the last time you've been there.
Yeah, the last time I went before that was, it must have been in my early 20s with my mom and my brother and sister, which was a great trip. It was a good time. But I just thought, why would we go on a couple's trip to Disney World? Oh, I don't remember. Maybe 2014, 2015. It could have been later.
Yeah.
Don't
Before
remember.
2022, the last time I was there was 2017.
Yeah, you had definitely been more recently than I had. But I think when you said it, I thought, what a weird place. Like, we should go to a beach and sit on a beach or, go on a romantic getaway. But long story short, we decided to go to Disney World. And here we are, annual pass holders who visit, 6 or 7 times a year. We go to Christmas parties every year. We went to the Halloween party this year. We're just full-fledged Disney adults now. So just took that one decision, and now we're
stuck
in debt for the rest of our lives. So that's who we are, and that's how we got here. And we do spend most of our time while we're out for walks and hanging out just talking about Disney.
That was the whole idea of the podcast. I feel like we talk about Disney every day, probably every hour.
That's a bit much. We also work.
Well, when we're not working.
When we're not working. Yeah.
So then we thought, why not just record it and post it online so people can just hear our weird conversations?
And if we're going to spend all this money traveling to Disney 6 or 7 times a year and gaining all this knowledge, we might as well share it with other people and talk about the way we plan our trips and talk about all the restaurants we eat at. I will say we probably do more sit-down dining in a given trip than a family normally does in a full year. Because I think there was one trip last April where we did 11 sit-down dining meals in 8 days, if I'm correct.
We were there for 9 days.
Yeah.
And we did 11 or 12.
Sit-down meals, yeah. So we are, definitely foodies. Definitely love going to a restaurant and getting off our feet after a 30,000-step day. Indulging. So I'm sure we'll have episodes in the future where we talk dining reviews and talk about food. Today, we are talking about rides. But before we get into that sort of main topic today, our top and bottom 3 rides, we're going to go over a little bit of news. Some of it is a couple weeks old just because...
2 weeks old.
Yeah, 2 weeks old. But yeah, all the stuff that we've been excited about that's come out in the last couple of weeks. The first one I am psyched about because Buzz is a ride that we really don't go on. I think we went on it like once the first time we went together and maybe one other time since then. But it's such a frustrating ride because you never know like what you're shooting at, when you're getting points, when you're not getting points. It's very confusing for me. As somebody who's not really good at shooter games anyway, this one makes me feel even worse at them. So...
Oh, that means I always win at Toy Story Mania.
We'll talk about Toy Story Mania another time. That is true, but...
Okay.
I'm a little better at that.
Go on.
But so, exciting news that they are finally going to update the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin at Disney World in Tomorrowland. So the ride vehicles are getting updated. The biggest thing is that there's going to be handheld blasters now. They're not going to be attached to the ride vehicles. You can actually point them at things yourself. And there's going to be a new show scene, I think at the beginning of the ride, with a little robot named Buddy.
We don't really know when it's going to be.
Yeah, when it'll be. But some point, there's going to be this new support bot character named Buddy. And he's going to, I guess, teach us how to use our blasters and other things like that. So, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be, it's got to be better than what it is right now. So I'm psyched about that.
It can't be worse.
Yeah, it can't be less.
I'm excited for the handheld like blasters.
Blasters. Yeah, whatever you want to call them.
All right. So I'm excited for that. Different laser colors too. So like Toy Story Mania, we're 2 different colors, so we don't get confused.
Tell who's who. Yeah. And I think that the targets you shoot at are going to actually light up when you hit them, so that you're aware you're hitting something, as opposed to just shooting blindly like we do now. So that'll be helpful.
All right. So the next news, and that's like actually the best news.
I'm very excited
for
this.
Day. There's a new baby in Animal Kingdom, and there's a baby giraffe. His name is Tucker, and he's very cute.
He is out on safari already at 6 feet tall, 6 adorable feet of Tucker.
Yeah, very skittish.
Yeah, cannot wait to meet him. It's nice because when baby, I think, what's his name? Busker, the baby tiger?
Baxo.
We have not met Baxo either, but there were significant lines to meet him at the Jungle Trek. So this, at least, you're going to be able to see baby Tucker on safari. Cannot wait. We'll see him in 2 weeks, just about. So next piece of news, this is a couple weeks old, but we're very excited about it. 2 new shows launching in Hollywood Studios. That is The Little Mermaid: A Musical Adventure and the Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After show. Those are both debuting on May 27th in Hollywood Studios. I will say, super excited about the Disney Villains show. The Cars Lightning McQueen thing that was there beforehand, I think we went to one time.
It was very nice.
Yeah, I fell asleep 100%. It was.
You did not.
I 100% fell asleep during that because it was also very hot. We were walking around and then we finally sat down. There was air conditioning. So I remember it being cool. We did it one time though. I'm not devastated to see it go. So I am very excited for the Unfairly Ever After show. Little Mermaid. I love Little Mermaid in general, so I'll be excited to see that too.
Yeah. The villain show, do you see the hosts?
I know there's Maleficent,
Hook, Cruella, and Captain Hook.
Yeah,
so
that's
should
a good
be good.
Crew.
Yeah,
that's a good crew. All right, what else?
H2O.
Oh, H2O Glow event at Typhoon Lagoon is making a comeback. That's going to happen from May 23rd to September 13th. It is just a fun after-hours event at the Typhoon Lagoon Water Park. There is, obviously shorter wait times. There's dance parties. There's snacks, and there's a lot of glow sticks, I assume. For water parks in Orlando, we've just done Volcano Bay with Universal, which was awesome. I'm not a huge water park person. Lucas is definitely the water park guy in this marriage, but it looks cool. I would do an after hours there for sure.
The nice thing about Volcano Bay is the Tapu Tapu.
Oh gosh, if Disney could get a Tapu Tapu going,
so basically is this wristband. Right? You can call it wristband.
Yeah, it's like a little watch
that
thing.
When you want to go on rides, you just go you tap it. Your tapu tapu.
You tap it
on the ride, and basically gives you your wait time. But you don't actually wait. You can
you can go do something else and hang out.
Yeah, you can go on the lazy river. You can eat something, and then when it's time for you to go back, you just go on your ride and you don't wait anything.
Yeah. And this is essential at a water park because you are wet and in a bathing suit, and standing and waiting in line when you're wet and in a bathing suit is not super fun. I'd prefer to be in a lazy river. Now it's time to get into our top and bottom 3 rides at Walt Disney World. I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to give you my bottom 3. Then you're going to give your bottom 3, and then I'll give my top. You give your top.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of these will align. We have pretty similar taste when it comes to rides and things that we get excited for, so there may be some overlap, but neither of us have shared our top and bottom so far, so we will find out.
We all know the bottom one.
Yeah, the bottom one I think is the same for both of us,
everybody.
But we'll get to that.
No, for everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start with my bottom 3, and don't come after me for this one. I know it's a classic. I know some people love it.
It's a Small World.
It's going to be It's a Small World.
That's on my list.
Is it on your list? So this is the thing about It's a Small World. I respect it. I have a huge amount of respect for It's a Small World. I don't respect it
anymore. I would think it should be in Disneyland. And they should
in Disneyland.
No, they should remove it from Disney World completely.
No, okay, that's a hot take, and I don't think we're prepared to make that statement. And I would not want it to be removed entirely. But
no, remove entirely. Make like a Tango ride. There's already the bathroom over there. You should just do like some lanterns.
All right, I can get behind the Tangle ride idea for sure.
If I were to be
like they did, what was it, Tokyo? They opened that Tangled ride that's like unbelievable with those animatronics. Very nice. Yeah,
but like it lasts 3 hours.
Yeah.
So if I were to be on a boat for 3 hours, I'd rather be like listening to tango music and not being like around creepy dolls.
Yeah.
And
Okay, this is the thing. I respect It's a Small World because it is a classic ride, and I like the idea behind it, right? All of these different cultures and people coming together, and it's a small world after all, right? But it is way too long. It takes like what feels like 40 minutes to get through it. That song is then stuck in your head for the rest of the day, and the dolls are super creepy. So I don't hate it. I respect it enough to want it to stay there, but I will say it's probably like a once a year kind of ride for us. We don't do it every time we go.
No, it's a once every 2 years now.
It's a maybe never again thing. But okay, so that's my number 3 bottom ride. Please don't come after me. So number 2 on my list of bottom rides is going to be Cali River Rapids at Animal Kingdom. Okay, so this is why. Okay, first of all, like I said before, I'm not a big water person.
Yeah, so
I don't like being wet. I don't like walking around all day wet. But that's not why I don't like this ride. I don't like this ride because it is unpredictable in the worst way. So, for example, if you're very, very hot, hold on, let me finish. If you're very, very hot, right? So there have been times where we are like boiling. It's like 95 degrees. And we say, you know what? Fine, I'm going to go on this ride right now because I do want to get wet because I am so hot. I am ready to cool down. And in those instances, not a single drop of water will fall on me the entire ride.
Upset.
Yeah. But then if I say, oh, it's a little cold, I don't really want to go, but Lucas wants to go, so let's go.
What do you mean Lucas
I don't
want
to go. You're a Cali River Rapid guy. And then so I'll say, okay, I'm not that hot, but all right, I'll do it. Then we get soaked. So it's unpredictable. You will either get soaked entirely or you will not get a single drop of water on you, and it's always the opposite of what you want. I rest my case. Cali River Rapids, number 2, bottom list for me.
All right, and we are going to... No, like the thing about Cali River Rapids, it's not a good water ride. It's like a good water ride is Popeyes at Universal's. Because
Popeyes, you are submerged underwater pretty much.
But that's the thing. You're going to get soaked.
Yeah.
And if you don't get soaked, there's going to be somebody during the whole day at the park putting coins on those machines and making people wet at the end of the ride.
With water. Yeah.
It's the same thing about like jumping into a pool. The thing about Cali River Rapids is like it doesn't really happen when you want it to be.
Yeah, that's that's the whole thing I would say. It's unpredictable in a horrible way. When you don't want to get wet, you get wet, and when you do want to get wet, you don't get wet.
I don't agree with that, but I would I would.
But you understand where I'm coming from.
I do understand, but I don't agree with that.
All right, and I think when our number 1, I know we're going to have the same number 1 in our least favorite rides. So I'm going to count down. We're going to say it on 3. If we don't have I'll be very surprised if they're not the same.
Oh, we do have.
Yeah. All right, ready? So 3, 2, 1, Mission Space. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we tell them about our Mission Space? My one and only Mission Space experience.
Yeah, like that's an attraction. If you want to die, go in there.
Yeah. If you think I have a death wish today, I don't want to make it out of Epcot.
When we went on that, it was 2022.
My first time ever on it.
Yeah, it was her first time on it. And I've been there before. And I knew how bad it was. But I was like, well, it's her first time riding this. So, like, maybe she should try it out,
Yeah. Let me say this about myself, though. I get motion sick in the car. Okay, I am a person who is prone to motion sickness. So that's why I have a hard time with Universal Park sometimes because there's so many roller coasters. Things make me feel sick. Whatever. We're standing in line for this ride. We're on the orange side. The entire time we're in line, there's an announcement being made about how intense it is, how if you are prone to motion sickness at all, you should be on the green side.
On the orange side.
Yeah. And I, was determined. I said, there's children in this line. There are little kids in this line. If they can do it, I certainly am going to survive this. We get into this space capsule. We sit in it.
It's a really nice idea.
Yeah, I think I blacked out instantly, so I don't remember all of it. But we get in this space capsule, and I think, ooh, this is kind of snug and small. Okay, I wonder what's going to happen. And then it starts, and the front of it closes in towards us. And all of a sudden, the front of the ride vehicle, it's like 8 inches in front of your face. So instantly, I'm like hyperventilating. I'm like, I am trapped in a coffin underground right now, is how I feel. And then I think how they create the centrifugal force in this is that they just start spinning this capsule as fast as possible.
It is like a centrifugal force.
Yeah. So I was doing like breathing. I'm like,
but the thing is, like, it's basically a mission for us to get to Mars, and we are part of the mission, so we need to press buttons. So like
I did still press my buttons.
yeah, so
because
she was like
I am
hyperventilating.
a
I was like
people pleaser. Let me
I
tell
was
ya.
like, I don't know if she's gonna pass out or if she's gonna throw up, but she was still putting her head up and pressing.
Yeah, there were other people that
button.
we didn't know that were on our team. I wasn't going to let them down, you know? So, yeah, I couldn't breathe really, but I still pressed my little buttons to make sure. But let me say this. When we landed on Mars and I'm like, okay, this is over. I thought to myself, if we have to take off Mars and go back to Earth, I'm not going to make it. But we didn't. It was over. It opened up. I wobbled out of the building, and then that
we
moment,
took like a 2-hour break.
yeah, we
from
took a
rides.
long break.
Yeah.
We did not go on rides because, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's number one on the least favorite list eternally, forever. I did not have to think about it. I think you feel the same.
Yeah,
It's the bottom.
I mean, I can handle that ride, but like it's nothing special.
Yeah, you'd have to handle it alone
All right.
in this life. So, all
All
right. So your bottom three. We know your number one and your bottom three. What are the other two?
I was like, It's a Small World was there, but I want to change it because I don't want to like just overlap right now. And you
yeah,
won't,
get your own.
and you won't like that.
Okay. Oh no. What is it?
I would say The Little Mermaid.
How dare
But why?
you?
Why I would
How
say?
dare
But
you?
why? It's because it's so old and they don't do anything to that ride. I think they need to upgrade it. I think it's
I will say the aerial animatronic is a little frightening,
So
but I do love it.
Yeah. So for example, the Haunted Mansion is a super old attraction, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't feel that old, if you understand me, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, Little Mermaid. Yeah.
It just feels
like the year
if
it was
somebody
made.
told me that Haunted Mansion was made 10 years ago, I would believe it.
Yeah.
But Little Mermaid, you get into the ride and you get into the first scene and you're like, oh my god, what's happening over here? And the only part that is actually really nice about the ride is the Ursula animatronic. That is actually very good. But yeah, I mean, I go on the ride because you love it and I like the songs.
I love it. I love the songs.
And I like the
I love
but
the
the
air
problem
conditioning.
is that like usually it was supposed to last 5 minutes and it lasts 15 because it keeps breaking down.
It does stop, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sebastian says, "Your shells have come to a stop," or whatever it is that he says.
Yeah, and it's kind of creepy when it stops and there's no music and the
The
starfish
are
is
just
still
spinning and
Yeah.
smiling and spinning. Yeah, but that's part of the charm. I love the charm of
And
that ride.
you're ready for the next one.
Okay, what is it? Give it to me.
It's not really that I don't like the ride, but I don't think that I feel like Figment needs something better.
I am shocked right now,
No.
people. I am shocked. No, not because I disagree with you, right? Figment is not, but you have always been the Figment lover in this household. I mean, I love Figment.
I love Figment.
but-
I don't
but
like
the
I don't like
ride.
his ride.
No, okay. You just sing the song all day, just because
It's a nice song. It's a nice song. You don't like the song.
Let me tell guys, when we go to Epcot, 90% of the day is us walking around and Lucas just going, imagination, just like that. And I just have to listen to it all day long. So I am surprised to hear you say this.
So like Mission Space, Figment, the journey into the imagination. It's just I feel like Figment is a really nice character that it
Yeah,
needs.
it needs updates
It needs
for
to
sure.
be. I don't think he's evaluated enough.
Yeah,
You know, I feel like Figment needs more.
he does need more.
I feel
He wants
yeah.
more. He needs more. We should give him more.
I feel like the fact that like Panchito has a better ride than him. You know.
That Three Caballeros?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Three
They just
Caballeros
got
is
an
nice,
update.
and they just got
I don't
an
think
update.
we haven't ridden it since
We're
it was
gonna do
updated.
it right
We're
now,
going to do
yeah.
it in April. Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot of rides at Disney that needs upgrades.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And to
Okay,
be
but I
honest
can
with
agree
you,
with that, Figment.
Can I
All
do a honorable mention here?
Honorable mention. Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be Jungle Cruise.
All right, listen, you know that I am not the biggest Jungle Cruise
No,
fan.
yeah.
But that's because it is so I am an anxious person, and the social anxiety I feel on this ride and the obligation that I feel to laugh at every single joke, I just feel generally uncomfortable for the entire thing.
So the basically about Jungle Cruise is that like it's a one and done for us, I guess.
Yeah. I would love that ride if no one was speaking and we just got on the boat and went in a circle around
That
it.
should
I
have
would
a
go,
line.
wow, look how cool this is. And that's
Yeah,
it.
they should have a line for like the quiet Jungle Cruise. Like
I like that.
I
yeah.
don't dislike the
Silent
skippers.
Jungle
I don't
Cruise.
dislike the skippers, but I just don't like the jokes either. You know?
It's like going to a live comedy show and sitting in the front row. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. I agree with that honorable mention. Okay. Let's move on to top threes. All right. I'm going to give my top threes. Number 3, and actually we talked about this ride for a brief second. Number 3 in my top 3 is going to be Haunted Mansion.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say Jungle Cruise.
No, it's Jungle Cruise. Yeah. No. Yeah. Just kidding. Everything I just said. I love Jungle Cruise. Okay. No. So number 3, Haunted Mansion.
Wow,
And let me tell you why. Actually, I agree with what you said, that it's an older classic ride, but it doesn't feel old, right? It feels awesome. And for me, something about Haunted Mansion is just so quintessential Disney. It's such a classic Disney ride. It is like a scary ride, but it's funny and creepy at the same time. And it's just, there's so much Imagineering in this ride, and so many cool different things happening, and so many tricks that I mean,
classic.
when you, and I think one of like my most incredible memories of Disney World when I was like a little kid was going on this ride for the first time and seeing the, you know, the big dining room party scene for the first time. I remember going into the scene as a child and seeing all the ghosts in, you know, in the air, and the ghosts dancing, and thinking, okay, there's like sorcery happening here. There is some kind of wicked magic happening. And how is this possible? And still as an adult, I go through it and I just am squinting at all these things, just going, how is that happening? And I think we've watched documentaries on it. We've seen the answer, but it just feels so cool.
Yeah, we've watched it like behind the attraction or something.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a ride
the voice record, the
we
narration.
We could ride there like for the whole day, nonstop.
It is just so cool.
Yeah.
So it's number 3 on my top list.
And,
I love it.
And also, I just want to add that like that ride also stops a lot, but it's a nice stop.
Yeah.
It's not like Little Mermaid.
Unless you stop at the part where you're like going down into the graveyard scene and your buggy is like at like a 45-degree angle, and then your neck really hurts. We've gotten stopped at that part before.
Oh, that's a nice nap place.
Yeah, yeah. If you just go to sleep. All right, number 2 on my top 3 list. We will definitely be on in April so that we can see Tucker, because it is the safari at Animal Kingdom.
I'm so glad that you said the safari.
Yeah. I mean, but we both love the safari.
Wait, I want to know where you're going with that now. Because you already burned 2 of your 3 picks. I'm so surprised.
I don't think you'll be surprised at my number 1. But so let's talk safari first, though. So the safari is, of course, the reason you go to Animal Kingdom. It is, the animal. And the best thing about it is that every time you ride that ride, it's different, right? Because there's a different animal out there. You get a different driver. The driver makes a big difference, too. The things they tell you and the jokes they tell, and it's a great time. I love the safari.
And there's no other place. Cora. Like, you can go to zoos. You can go to petting zoos. You can go to Busch Gardens. There's animals there. But there are no other places that you can actually get on a truck and feel like you are like
on the savannah.
Yeah. And it's very, you know, it feels like you're really there.
Yeah.
You know? So
in Africa?
In Africa, yeah.
I was like, well, you are really there in the car on the
safari. In the Kilimanjaro.
Yeah. No, it's great, though. I love it. We do it every time we go to Animal Kingdom, of course. Sometimes more than once. Sometimes we rope drop safari.
We usually do more
and then
than
we
once.
do it at the
and
end,
you know
too,
what's my
when it
dream
slows down.
Is?
Jumping off the safari vehicle and petting Cora.
No.
The baby elephant.
Oh, that would be great. But it would actually just to ride during the rain.
Yeah, it's when it's raining and all the animals are coming out and getting wet in the rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing cuter than a baby giraffe is a wet
baby
giraffe.
I wanna hear your top one.
Okay, I know why you're surprised, because there's a ride that's not on this list that almost made it, and I'm sure it's on yours. But my number 1 is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Wait, what about Rise of the Resistance?
Yeah, so Flight of Passage, Rise of Resistance, these are both rides that were very close to being in the top 3, but I just couldn't do it. Yeah,
I'm so
I mean,
surprised.
I love that. I mean, there are a lot of rides that I love that are not on these top 3.
Like honorable mentions, then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honorable mention. 100%. Flight of Passage.
I would.
Rise of the Resistance.
I would bet money that Rise would be in your top 3.
Yeah. Yeah. It was close. It was hard. And hey,
I don't
maybe
think you're okay.
Maybe tomorrow, if you asked me this question, my answers would be different, because you just never know.
Are you feeling
but
right?
let me say something about Rise, though. So I love Rise of the Resistance, and I will never forget the first time I rode it, which was actually in Disneyland, not in Disney World, with both my brothers who live in Los Angeles. They took me on this ride for the first time, and the moment where you get off, where you've been detained by the First Order, and those doors open up and you see all the stormtroopers, that's a moment. That was
when
it.
Somebody
so
first
it's incredible.
Gets in their room,
yeah.
Just
and if you had asked me that day what my favorite ride at any Disney park was, I would have said absolutely Rise of the Resistance, unbelievable, and it's still unbelievable, and it's probably my number 4 or 5, that and Flight of Passage. But we've ridden it so many times at this point. It is super cool every single time, but it loses a little bit of its novelty after you see that scene for the first time. You know, you see it 10 times. You know, it's an incredible ride. But, I mean, the animatronics are, like, broken about half the time that we ride it at this point. And, you know, it could use a little bit of a refresh, too. But, anyway, my number one ride, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. The first time we rode this ride, 2022?
Was when they
when
opened.
It opened.
When
right?
did they open?
2022? 2023?
No, 2023.
I just remember riding it for the first time with you and physically not being able to stop smiling because I was having so much fun being twirled around. And I'm somebody who does not like to be twirled around in circles because I get very nauseous.
May 27, 2022.
Okay, so it wasn't 2022.
Okay,
yeah, because we went in, or no, it was in 2023 then because we went in April of 2023.
Okay, so
that would have been the last time. Yeah. But either way, I just could not stop smiling the whole time we were riding it. It is so much fun. I love Guardians of the Galaxy as a series. Love the characters. It is just, it's awesome. It's one of the only roller coasters I can go on and not feel, I mean, I feel a little queasy afterwards, but not feel like super nauseous because I'm just too distracted by how much fun I'm having.
When somebody asks me, how does it feel to ride that? I tell that it is a mix between Flight of Passage and Space Mountain. Because, it's a roller coaster.
Wow, I don't see Flight of Passage, really?
But it's a roller coaster.
Because it's so immersive?
It's so immersive and it's like a simulation, you know?
Yeah, I guess, because there's screens around you and everything like that. I mean, it's just so cool how each one of those ride vehicles moves independently. Like, every time we ride it, we just ask for an odd-numbered row. We don't necessarily ask for the back or the front, because all these vehicles kind of, separate, and as long as you're in the front of your little vehicle, you're going to have a front row seat, and it's awesome. So we always just ask for an odd-numbered row, and we just let that fall where it does. But yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, there's the added suspense of what song you're going to get, which is always fun.
Unfortunately, sometimes we have to listen to Disco Inferno or something.
Yeah. I mean, all the songs are fine. It's just,
what is your top song?
September,
okay,
I think.
Yeah,
I'm basic like
Second?
that.
I know what you're going to say.
Everybody Wants to Rule the World, I think.
Yeah.
They just have it's a totally different vibe.
You know my second.
September, is it Iran?
Yeah.
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 And then Conga, would you say?
I don't really love Conga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Everybody Wants to Rule the World gives it a totally different vibe. It's like you are having the time of your life and on this fast roller coaster, but you're also relaxed and you're just laid back. And it's just a different vibe with that song. But yeah, September is definitely my number one because I am a basic bee like that.
No, it's a very nice song.
All right, give me your top three.
Okay.
Some are going to overlap here. If you don't have Safari, I'll be floored.
Safari, it's on my honorable mention.
Ooh, okay. We're both surprising each other here.
Guardians is first.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, it's the only one that's going to overlap.
Okay. All right. I'm intrigued.
Second, it is going to be Tower of Terror.
Okay. I should have known.
Yeah, you did.
You're always
it's just
excited to ride
it's such
one.
a classic ride. It also has a touch of Imagineering that we love.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing from Haunted Mansion. And everything about the ride is just...
The queue of that ride is a ride in its own.
The queue, the all of the decoration, all of the cast members, the situation, the drop is different every single time.
It's always a surprise.
Yeah, and remember that time that we went and some kid had a popcorn?
that was hilarious.
But the thing is, for you to ride this with a popcorn, it must be a popcorn bucket. And it gotta be with the lid on. But I assume that they were just all right, I'm just gonna have one popcorn. And then they open the bucket.
All I know is that we looked, and in front of our eyes as we're dropping, all of a sudden there's just a bunch of popcorn suspended in the air. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, that made for some pretty fun ride photos, for sure.
Oh, we didn't got that right.
Yeah, we've got to check that out.
Okay. So Guardians first, Tower of Terror second. Third, I'm gonna say Flight of Passage.
I knew you have. Flight of Passage is my honorable mention with Rise.
My honorable mention will be Safari and Rise. Flight of Passage. I remember the first time I rode it. I rated 4 hours on the line. It was a 2017 trip with my family. There was a group of 15. So that was wild. That was funny. Yeah.
15 people.
So yeah, we did wait 4 hours for that, and I will wait it again because riding that for
I don't think I'd wait 4 hours for anything, to be honest, but it's an incredible ride.
Yeah, like writing that for the first time in your life when you don't expect what is happening is amazing. But I gotta say though, they need to replace that projection. Like when you go right
Time
now,
for a change.
yeah, when you go right now, because it's been like what, like almost 10 years now.
I don't know when it
Yeah.
opened.
So I think it was probably 2016 or something like this, maybe 2015. It was clear, like high definition. And now when you write it, you're gonna remember that when you write it, and
It
it's
was 2017. You were pretty close.
so
yeah.
here we go. So like what, like 8 years now. Now when you write it and you go in the cave scene, like especially, it's so out of focus.
It is
You
out of-
cannot
yeah.
see anything.
I'm always like readjusting my
Yeah.
glasses, trying
Yeah.
to make it more focused.
It almost
but,
feels
yeah.
like your glasses aren't working or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just really wish that they would just update that on a way that you don't need 3D glasses anymore. So like this new 3D that they use for like Guardians of the Galaxy or like Mickey Minnie's, some like what other screens they use that?
I don't know. But I know what you mean. Like just
Yeah.
do like a bet. I mean, even when you do
Maybe even
Soarin',
Soaring, yeah,
you know, it's
yeah.
just like a curved screen that just, and it's such a large screen that you just feel
Yeah.
like you're immersed in it. I mean, I like what they did with the 3D. I think it's also just maybe time for like a new story there because it's been the same.
No.
It's been the same.
I love that flight though.
No, it's really cool, but you could fly through different scenes in Pandora.
It would be
at this
really
point.
nice if they updated with the new movies.
Yeah.
So like you're
Some
like,
more water
yeah.
stuff.
So maybe like next year when they come out with the next movie now.
Things
Wait,
overlap with it
I wanna
now.
say,
Yeah.
what would be your top 3 rides if we would add Universal?
I honestly don't think it would change that much. I mean, I love Universal because I love Harry Potter and, I have a fun time going there. But I honestly don't think, I think my favorite rides are in Disney for now. I think when we go to
Epic would
Epic
change,
Universe,
yeah.
that's going to change everything. Because the things I've heard so far about rides at Epic,
I would
Yeah.
add Velocicoaster and Hagrid's.
yeah, maybe Hagrid's.
I don't know.
love
I don't know if they
Hagrid's.
will go into the rank, but they will definitely be the
The
honorable mention.
Yeah, Velocicoaster I do for you because I love you.
Velocicoaster is
yeah,
amazing.
If I was by myself at Universal, I would not ride that ride.
Velocicoaster is the best. Like
Yeah.
it's like the best. I wish that
It's
Disney.
fast and it goes upside
I
down.
wish that
I'll give it
Disney
that.
had a roller coaster like that.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I'm excited that they're gonna like upgrade Rock'n'Roller Coaster. I feel like Aerosmith's already whatever, and Muffins.
Muppets. I love muffins, let me tell you.
And Muppets are gonna be. I think they're gonna add like kind of a fun
Yeah.
side
Yeah,
of
I'll
it,
be excited to see that for sure.
but it's just so bumpy and it makes you have a headache for the rest of your day.
Yeah,
So,
your head's just slamming in between those bars the whole time. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, I am not surprised that we had a lot of overlap. I think we have pretty similar likes and dislikes
Well, that was fun.
when we go. Yeah, that was cool. Okay, well, I think that's just about everything for our first episode. Thanks so much for listening.
That was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We'll
Yeah.
be back next week with
We'll see you
more.
guys next week. Not see you, I guess.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right, bye bye.
Bye-bye.